Chill. You know what it is. You are tuned in to another episode of Man K Sports Podcast. Put some respect on our name. You know what it is. Producer, drop that beat.
Drawing the keys for this shit now.
Yeah, I'm driving the bus today. It's your boy Wildcard Mon. I'm in the building, and you know I did not come alone. We are full packed to the rim on this bus. I got the whole crew, whole gang with me. Yo, Mike T, tell the people what's up. Tell them when they can find you. And how was your week, my guy?
Hey, my week was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Keeping this momentum going, keeping the content rolling, you know what I'm saying? Just having good vibes. You can find me deactivated on Twitter still. You can find me on Instagram. I might have changed my name to Everybody Love Mike T. I might have changed that to my name, but Mike T on Facebook, and of course on all the 613 platforms you can find myself or Jay.
Yeah, you did. Yo, G Money, holler at the people. How was your week? And tell them where they can find you at, my guy.
Week was pretty good. It had a sour note. Hey, shout out to my co-ed flag football team. Hey, my couch pulls out, but I don't, baby. We didn't win the championship this year. We came in second place. It wasn't as fun as it could have been, but hey, hell of a season. You can find me on Twitter at G Money Caveman. I'll post some clips from the game. I post some clips.
That's what's up.
Boy, quarterbacking out there. I can drop some dimes.
Oh, you was out there Justin Herbert in that thing?
I was doing my best impression. I had a couple mistakes. It was raining out there.
You gotta get him out there for the turkey bowl, man.
I know. Double J, Jae Jones. What's up, my boy? How was your week? And tell the people where they can find you at, my guy.
Hey, man. I'm chilling, baby. You know where I was at, man. You know where I was at, baby. You know who I was with. You know what I'm saying?
Nerf blicky. Oh, Lord.
Hey, I've been looking around for one the whole week, how I could get one, but I ain't got one.
You know where I'm at, baby. Goonies.
Oh, Lord.
Man, my week is fantastic. You dig, man. Y'all can find me, Jae Jones, on all 4 social media platforms. You dig? Twitter, IG, Facebook, and TikTok.
That's what's up. In the course.
Down Memphis.
Hey, be careful now. Be careful. We don't want no discharge going on over there, man. Chill out. But y'all know what it is, man. Wildcard Mar on Facebook and Instagram. KC Wildcard Mar on the Twitter. And I cannot lie, man. I had a great week. I'm almost close to being fully unpacked. I'm almost there. So I'm almost at the finish line. So I can't complain. I still got some clothes and boxes and things but I'm almost there. I can't complain. Saw the fam today. So I had to excuse the fellas for my tardiness because I had to support Cuzzo. He graduated. He's certified HVAC certified now. That's what's up, Cuzzo. That's what's up, baby. But no, great week. And look, now that we got all where you can find all of us individually, make sure you go on over to 613 Faye Productions, the YouTube channel, and you can find the Man Cave Sports Podcast dropping every Saturday early in the morning. The audio dropping the same way. So wherever you get all your podcast needs audio-wise, we on there. iHeart, Spotify, Google, Apple, we there. Trust me, we there. We everywhere. And we got to give a good shout out to our ladies, our sisters over there at the Facts Podcast, dropping every Friday. Got to show some love to, of course, when he switches persona on the cranked out go happy hour and he tap into Hollywood Mike T, dropping every Friday night. Got to show some love to our boys over there in the 4 corners of wrestling. Foes up, throw them quads down. You know what it is. They're dropping every Sunday with some in the 4 Corners of Wrestling podcast. And hey, and you don't forget, we got some new content coming out too. Some has already dropped. Of course, my man Jae Jones with Sucker Shit dropping every Saturday after the Man Cave Sports Podcast. And I do believe we got some new content coming from Mike T this weekend. What's the name of that over there, Mike T? What we calling that joint?
The Hollywood Rant.
Hollywood Rant. Hollywood. He's gonna rant. So check it out. Of course, that and Sucker Shit dropping right after the Man Cave Sports Podcast every Saturday. And of course, we got the WWE 2K My GM coming from in the four corners of wrestling over there for our guys over there where they doing, you know, like the fantasy GM role playing on the WWE 2K. So if you're a fan of wrestling and video games, peep that joint is dropping every Monday. So we done plugged everything.
I heard a rumor that you might be like hosting that joint.
But you know what? You know, there's a good possibility. You know, hey, Wild is everywhere, man. And he everywhere. Hey, boss man said use a jump. I say it's a how high. That's what happens around here. So that's, you know, that's how we get down. But it's all for the love of 613 Faye.
You better go over there, Ma.
I know.
You better go host.
I want no smoke. But now that we got all the plugging out the way, everybody's doing good. You got the social medias, but we got to talk some sports because there's some NBA playoffs is heating up. We finally to the conference finals, baby. And I'm just going ahead and get it out the ways because somebody told us so. Somebody told us so. They in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Go get a hat switch.
I know. Got to get the hat switch. So far, the Miami Heat are up 1-0 on Boston. Double J. He tried to tell us, man. I know, man. Give us your thoughts so far on game 1 of the ECF.
Man, the Heat, they do it again, right? You know, regardless of who it is, what we think, what the rosters look like, Miami is just something about them, right? They got that grit, their heart. Mike T told us in the first round but he was right, man. Hemi Butler, man, he's playing with some players that, you know, they're not household names, and these guys go out there and ball. You know, Eric Spoelstra, you know, doing a great job coaching these guys. And they're doing what they're supposed to do. They scrap. They're not making it flashy. They just making the hustle plays. They doing what they got to do, and they stole one on the road, and that's all you can ask for, man. The Heat, man, they doing their thing, man. Boston is the only team left in the playoffs that has lost 4 games at home throughout the playoffs. Nobody else has lost, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with Boston. Boston has a tendency of playing with their food, and they do that quite often. They did it during this playoff so far, but I still got Boston winning the series. But Miami is not to be played with. You can't sleep on them. Obviously, you can't sleep on them, but you better bring your A game and they're gonna take it. So shout out to Miami, shout out Mike T, shout out, what do you say? Heat Nation, gang, Heat Nation, bang, bang, bang. Shout out to them.
That's what's up. G Money. Who did you initially roll with? You was going Boston in 7?
I was going Philly. I want Philly to come out of that. That's where I was at. Yeah. So you know, my dog's out the race. My dog's out the race.
All right. Well, go ahead and give us your thoughts on game 1 and your further predictions going on in this series between Boston and Miami.
All right. Well, if you ain't watching us on YouTube or at 7 a.m. in the morning or Saturday, you can come watch Mike T show you the new era caps of every Heat cap throughout the years. He's switching up on us. But for those in the audio, you just get to listen to us talk about this. Hey, Jimmy Buckets is taking this to another level. He's been technically pretty much one of the best players in the whole entire playoffs, East or West Coast, no doubt about it. He's carrying his team out there, and you know who misses this? PJ Tucker. He wishes he was still on the Heat right now because, like you said, they're scrapping it together. They're dogging him out there, and that's what PJ Tucker is. He's a dog out there on the court. So I know he's missing this. I bet you he's cheering them on at the same time, especially since they're going against the Celtics that just took him out. So, hey, I don't want to jinx it, Mike. I don't want to pick Heat because I haven't picked them the whole playoffs. So
don't start picking them now.
Right. I don't want to just hop on his bandwagon, but I don't want the Celtics to win either. So
first of all, Mike,
I'd rather see the Heat get there.
Mike ain't allowing none of us to jump on the bandwagon because we all been against Miami the whole playoffs, and if we dare even say Miami, like
take that shit back. Take that shit back.
Take it back.
Yeah.
Take it back.
And then don't let him lose right after. Right after we pick him. Nah.
Oh man.
Hey. Just to peel back the curtains, y'all. Mike was already in the chat after game one. And he put the eyeball emoji in there. Like, yeah.
Where y'all at? Where y'all at?
So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna let my guy have his moment. So like I'm with y'all. I went Boston in 7. I'm with Double J. Boston gonna have the tendency to play with their food. They keep taking their opponents lightly, knowing that they are the better team up and down on the roster on paper. And I get it. You're the better team, but you got to handle business and never leave the door open for people who are so competitive like Jimmy Butler because his team feeds off of it. And guess what? Give Spo his credit. The man's he started from the bottom. Now he here. He was in the film room, the video room. So you know what that means? He knows how to break down film. Give this man a 7-game series. He knows how to break you down. And that's going to play a factor in this. Joe Mazzulla ain't been in this situation before. Coach Spo has. So that's probably one thing that I oversaw making my pick. I'm still sticking with Boston, but now the floor is yours. Mr. Heat, bang, bang, go ahead and talk your ish.
Gang, gang.
Finally, The Rock has come back.
I can't.
Listen. This is a theme that goes on in this show, right?
Oh, Lord.
I need you guys, I tell the Four Corner Boys all this. Know what you guys be talking about. Each series, all 3 of y'all went against me. Each series, on paper, we are not the best team. Each series, we won game 1 convincingly.
Yeah.
And you fools still pick against us. You don't like money. You don't like it. Listen. The difference is if y'all switched and y'all joined us, Miami Heat fans, we're very welcoming. We don't care. We don't care. You want to come on our bandwagon? Come on now. Before we win the finals. Because if you do it after, we drowning. I don't really got much to say. I ain't got much. I'm not going to wrap y'all up yet. I'm not going to wrap y'all up. What Kobe say? Job not done. Job finished? No, it's not done. We got him. His name is Jimmy Butler.
Timothy.
And then we got a whole bunch of people on the team. Hold on, Jay.
Hemi.
Hold on, Jay. I let y'all go. Y'all pick everyone against us. What does that say, G Money? Something ridiculous. Oh, yeah. You can draw really good.
I got my Heat hat on now.
Yeah,
I'm joining Mike T.
You better. Because listen, I love the fact that we play so hard, we play so tough. I like the fact that Mar pointed out that Eric Spoelstra, he doesn't get enough credit. But I will say that there were some fools out there saying he's on the hot seat if we didn't make the playoffs and this, that, and the third. And like, listen, man, you got a great team. My man Big Bam down there playing that defense. Listen, man, listen. Let's just listen to me. The Miami Heat are dogs.
They are.
We beat everybody so far. We beat them punk ass Knicks. We told y'all what we were going to do to them. I told you that journey wasn't going to last that long. I told you Boston needed to hurry up or Philly needed to hurry up and wrap that series up too. Jason Tatum, I like your game. Not right now.
Mm.
You suck.
Mm.
Jaylen Brown, Batman. Listen, just quit. Series over. Okay? Just do what Joel Embiid was doing.
How many
Oh,
games,
man.
Mike? How many games?
If I'm being honest, six. I don't
Okay.
see us going 7.
Oh, come on, man.
I don't. I don't got them beating us 2 times in a row at home. They have to win games 2. They have to, absolutely. And the thing about it is, if you keep the trends for us, we probably gonna get blown out game 2. So y'all gonna come on here and be like, oh, you got blown out. That's happened every series. Every series we got blown out game 2 after we won game 1. And then what happened?
Hey, all you gotta do is win a game on the road.
Yeah, just one at
Yeah,
least.
so I mean, I ain't gonna wrap up too much, man. I right now we're down in Miami. We're doing very well. We're thankful. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Pat. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Pat doing very good for us. DJ Khaled. I don't like DJ Khaled at all, except at Heat games.
Another one.
Another one. We the best. So keep it up. Yeah, man. Heat gang. Well, let me not say gang. Heat culture or heat. Can't say gang no more. No more gangs.
Yeah, don't say. Yeah, me. Yeah,
I'm not a gang member.
Somebody messed it up for us.
You gonna get indicted.
Yeah.
You gotta get indicted.
Yeah. Rico.
Yeah, he's the white boy in YSL.
Rico. I ain't messing with
The
you.
accountant for YSL.
Hey, but no, real talk. The Heat are absolutely doing things that most teams, when you look at them on paper, they have no business doing. They do it. It's built off. I mean, this is literally culture that is doing this. Because I said this on the IOW Sports Show the other day with me and Mel. It reminds me of when you see Belichick getting the most out of lesser players compared to other teams, and they're winning. They may not have as many championships, but you can't take away from Spo. The moment that Big Three left, he kept coaching. He kept coaching them and kept keeping the Heat in relatively, contention to at least come out the East. So credit to them. Boston, I picked y'all, but y'all can't stop playing with your food. You supposed to be the big dogs, handle business. But let's go on over to the west side of the playoffs, Western Conference Finals. Game 1 between the Lakers and the Nuggets went down as we record this right now. It is game 2. I have 84-83 Denver. 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So as we record this, we'll kind of keep tabs on that and if it ends while we're recording, we'll kind of, top on it real quick, but not too much. But jump in here, Double J, on game 1 of the Western Conference Finals and how you see the rest of this joint breaking down, my guy.
To be honest, it should be a good series. I got it going 7. I think it'll go 7. I think it depends on both teams' role players, right? We know Joker's gonna do his thing. He did his thing game 1. We know LeBron's gonna do his thing. Anthony Davis, we gotta see. He dropped 40 in game 1. He did okay. I mean, it's hard to guard Joker, but Joker got off. But it was the role players for Denver. I didn't like that the Lakers came out and they doubled. I'm sorry, yeah, the Lakers came out and they doubled Joker off the break, and all the other guys got hot. Everybody got hot. KCP, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, all those guys got hot, and it was hard to slow them down.
Oh.
Yeah, so and then the Lakers, they made a push. They made a push to come back. LeBron took a really ill-advised 3. I thought that it was a really terrible 3 that he took as the game. They were down by 3. I think it was less than like 50 seconds left. He took a real bad 3, and they ended up losing that game. So far from what I've seen in game 2, Hachimura he got off in the first half. I think he had like 17 points. They're doing a better job now. Yeah, former Wizards, G-boy. But I got the Lakers. I got them winning game 2, and I got them winning the series as well. So we're gonna see how that works out.
No doubt. Mike T, jump in here on game 1 and what you see going on with this series for the rest of the Western Conference Finals.
It didn't matter. They just waiting to play us.
I love the confidence, though.
It's like,
Man
no.
is
It's like, no. It's
man
like,
is
no.
hella confident today.
It's
I
like,
love
no.
it.
Briefly, I got the Lakers winning this series. I could be wrong. I should go with what I've been doing in the West. I should pick the Denver Lakers, but I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to pick the Los Angeles Lakers. I think that the Los Angeles. I just think too much experience. I think Denver's 1 year due.
Mhm.
I think next year they'll probably be, depending on the West, they probably can take the West next year. But I just think that experience. I think even if they go up 0-2, they still have to treat the Lakers like they're the Lakers.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that the experience, like I said, what they came back from the first game and the way they finished, Darvin Ham is an impressive coach, man. He makes his in-game adjustment game is crazy.
I'll give you that, Mike. But as a Lakers fan, I was slightly irritated that he made his defensive adjustments too late in that first game, where if he made those adjustments at halftime or even in the second quarter, they wouldn't have to have such a huge hill to climb out of. But he'll learn from that. And
I was about to say, this is his first season.
Yeah.
It's his first season in the Western Conference Finals in game one. So I give him a pass for that, because when he made those adjustments, that worked wonders for you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all weren't y'all down by like almost 30 at one point.
Yeah, it was about to get ugly, dog.
Ugly. It was real ugly at one point.
Yeah, and just look at the score you just gave us. Like, it was, what you said, it was like 84-83. Like, first game they had like 70-something points at the end of half. So, Mike T brings up a great point, man. The coaching is going to definitely play a major part.
Yeah, they definitely made the adjustments. G Money, jump in here, man. Give us your thoughts on the Western Conference Finals and how did you see that joint breaking down for the rest of the series?
All right, first, I want to recap. Jay, you picked the Lakers or the Nuggets?
Lakers.
Okay, Mike, you picked the Lakers also, right?
I'm picking the Lakers.
I know Wild Card Margo with the Lakers probably.
And surprisingly, I know I've been going against them all playoff series. I'm not going to change up now. So
okay,
by default,
that's superstition, boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
by default, I'm not going to pick.
Yeah, that's right. You did.
Got them boxes inside out all week, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to pick the Lakers. I had initially picked the Nuggets only because I just feel like they wanted that Embiid versus Jokic matchup so bad, but Jokic and obviously him and the Nuggets took care of business, so they're still in contention. Yeah. And Philly didn't take care of their job. So, but yeah, go ahead, G.
So, like you said, Joker took care of business. He came in there, put up a 30-20-14 game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who does that shit? What he also put up some ridiculous stat line that's never been done in the history of fucking NBA of like 11 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists within like the first quarter or something. So, I flip-flopped and got on the bandwagon last series against the Suns. I'm sticking to my guns on this. Denver, they've been injured the previous 2 years, and their team that they had going into the playoffs or through that whole season was never that team in the playoff. This year, it actually is that team in the playoffs. They're fully healthy, and I think this is where Joker gets this done. And actually, it's not just Joker; it's his squad. He got Murray out there. He just hit a big 3-pointer, go up to 87, 83, and he's loving every moment because he ain't been able to play in the playoffs since the bubble. Since he was proclaimed like, hey, this is a new hot kid on the court right now. Y'all better pay attention to him. And he ain't never been able to be that guy yet. So I'm sticking to the guns here with the Denver Nuggets, and they're gonna take down the Lakers because why am I gonna pick LeBron? Come on.
Hey G, you can't say guns. You can't say sticking to your guns.
Yeah.
Whoa,
bang, bang, bang.
Oh Lord.
Let's go.
Gee.
Hey, but two dope series. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty of the NBA playoffs. Unfortunately, there are teams who get knocked out the playoffs, and there's some things that change in the office. Coaches get fired. And we got We got 3 coaches within the last 2 weeks, and they all have won somewhat, and they all have been on successful teams somewhat, and they all kind of have this similar situation. So Budenholzer in Milwaukee, he's won a championship 3 years ago. He's gone. You got Monty Williams 4 years in Phoenix, one of the top teams on paper year in and year out, gone. And then the latest, the one, the only, raspy voice, Doc Rivers in Philly, he gone. So, G-Money, jump in here, man. What was the most surprising firing of those 3? And do you think there's going to be more?
Well, the most surprising one actually is not surprising at all because it's a put up or shut up type of league. You either make the wins, you get the wins with the team that you've been put together for you, or we're gonna find somebody else who's gonna do it for me, pretty much. And that's what it comes down to. So I'm actually not surprised. If I had to be surprised, I guess it'd be Monty Williams because he was a player's coach. Everybody liked him there and stuff. They all went to bat for the guy. But I mean, you've got the number 1 team back-to-back years, pretty much regular season almost. I mean, they weren't the number 1 seed this year, but they went through injuries and stuff. So that hurt him at one point. So that's the only surprise that possibly I would have had. But hey, you got to win. And these guys are going to go flippy-floppy coach somewhere on one of these other guys' teams probably. Doc Rivers, Jesus Christ, you can't be surprised. What was this crazy stat? 0-32 in game 7s?
Hey, man, just don't close it out.
I was like, this can't be a real stat. That's like, yeah, you probably shouldn't be. You better not go to no game 7. Shit. You going to get fired again. He's probably the whole time. God damn it, why we didn't go game 7, y'all? You know what the fuck my record is? You're going fucking home. Bye, Boston.
Mike T, jump in here, man. Any surprising firing, and do you see another one?
I wanted to be brief, but I'm just going to keep it real. The most surprising one was Monty Williams to me. I think all 3 of them was unfair.
Okay,
I think all 3 of them was unfair. I think us as fans and people, because the Clipper players that played on the Clippers, they have been vocal about Doc. We're not fair to Doc. And I'm not saying he's the greatest coach. I'm not saying he's a great coach. What I'm saying is, when the man loses, look who the hell is on his team.
Yeah.
Players that don't show up in the playoffs. And it's not his fault. They didn't show up in the playoffs before him. Joel Embiid, isn't this his 3rd coach, 2nd or 3rd coach?
About to be his.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had Brent Brown, or I think the white coach.
Yeah. So
too many fingers.
He had multiple coaches. If you look at when Doc Rivers coached that Clippers team, Lob City team, that Chris Paul was the superstar on that team. He's had multiple coaches. You look at James Harden, he's always disappears in the freaking playoffs. Come on, man. Hey, listen, I'm talking to you. I do this every damn week. You see what you dealing with the boy. I ain't going to say his name yet because we ain't to him. You see what you're dealing with the boy. You want to be this player commissioner, cool, but you keep letting these dudes do whatever they want, and it's people getting affected by this stuff, man. Budenholzer is out as the coach. You mean to tell me that he don't get to run it back one more year? And he's an NBA champion. He's a champion.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't remember correctly, the Bucks were kind of injury riddled too. Giannis was kind of hurt. They had a couple injuries. They weren't fully healthy. You get that man another year. Monty Williams, hello, sons. You traded away damn near the whole depth of your team.
Yep.
For an old dude that is a shell of himself. Yes, I said it. Kevin Durant is a shell of himself. He is not the same Kevin Durant that he was, and he ain't never won nothing without Steph.
Bring on the trolls. Bring on the trolls for Mike.
Bring them. Bring them. Come on. If you goofy trolls want to come at me, I don't give a damn. I want all the smoke. I love Kevin Durant as a person. He's from Maryland. I love him to death. But they traded away half of their damn team, the good part of the team, the same damn team that took them to the NBA Finals a couple years ago. They traded away that depth. for an old dude that can't stay healthy.
Mm.
Come on now. And then what do you think that he's supposed to do?
Wow.
I mean, what do you think he's supposed to do? Me and my brother Ellis was sitting there talking yesterday. The Brooklyn Nets weren't supposed to make the playoffs this year, but they had so much depth.
That used to be in Phoenix.
Like, damn, dog. Come
You're
on,
right.
man. You got DeAndre, the boy DeAndre Ayton. He's the boy. The boy DeAndre Ayton. He ain't trying to play for Monty Williams. He don't even want to play for Phoenix. You stupid asses paid him knowing he don't want to be there. And then you fire the coach?
Oh man.
Come on, man. Listen, this player friendly stuff, man. I love the players got so much say so in this, that, and the third. I'm pro player, but these basketball players now are the worst as far as mentally tough that I've ever seen in my life. It's ridiculous. Jeff Van Gundy coached the Knicks for 17 million years and ain't winning shit.
Hey Jay, get in here, man. Before
Hey,
Mike
man.
see that rant, dog. Get in here, dog.
Hey man, ain't really too much to say after that, man. I feel I'm kind of with Mike, man. I think Nick Nurse got the.
Yep, I forgot Nick Nurse got fired. Yep.
Yeah, Nick Nurse. I mean, Mike Budenholzer, Monty Williams. Yeah, they all got the short end of the stick, man. Like Mike said, Doc Rivers, man. He's, I wasn't surprised that he got let go because, like G said, his record was bad. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't fair because, like Mike said, like look at the performance. You had the MVP had 15 points. James Harden had 9 points, and then the MVP wants to throw his teammates under the bus. And when they played better than him, like, huh? This the second time he did this, because he did this to that other, what you call him, Mike, the boy. He did it to the other boy that was trolling Philadelphia after the game. Ben Simmons.
His goofy ass name.
I got him too. But it's not fair to Doc. Like I said, man. Yes, I was more surprised that Monty came to Phoenix. He turned the franchise around. They were the laughing stock of the league. He came in there. He took them to the finals after his second year being there. They had they've had top 3, top 5 records in the West damn near ever since he's been there.
Yeah.
And it's just unfortunate, like y'all said, he didn't have a good relationship with the boy Ayton. That was hit or miss. He had some questionable rotations in this year's playoffs, whatever, but it just seemed like the owner already had his mind made up that he did not want Monty as his coach. And he has this, from what I was reading, he has this I guess this notion of being aggressive when he's doing things. So that's why he went and got Kevin Durant and traded all his depth away, and now he's letting Monty go. So it's not right. I think the NBA, I think they feel like coaches are disposable and like anybody can do it. They're trying to get JJ Redick, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get him a job.
Ridiculous. That's ridiculous,
bro. It's ridiculous, bro.
They treating coaching like just anybody can do it, which I think is just wrong. I think it's not right, man. These guys know what they're doing. Yeah, they may have a bad series, bad whatever, but all these guys should have an opportunity to run it back. Just two more things. I'm glad to see Mark Jackson is getting interviewed. He's getting a chance to he's interviewing with the Milwaukee Bucks. So I hope he gets a coaching job, whether it's there or elsewhere in the league.
Then he can take his voting for the MVP away, right?
Hey.
Yeah.
My bad, Jay, cutting you off. Go ahead.
Nah, he said, I seen where he said he would have went. I guess he would have went for Jokic instead of going for Embiid. I think I saw that. But another name I want to throw out there too is Jerry Stackhouse, man. Jerry Stackhouse is the coach of the Vanderbilt College. He's got coaching experience in the G League, and he's been an assistant coach for the Toronto Raptors and the Memphis Grizzlies. I think hopefully he should get a shot in the NBA as a coach as well. And yeah, man, unfortunate for these
guys. Hey, Marv,
guys.
real quick. I love the Dre Stackhouse one, Jay, but he ain't gonna be no head coach. He'll whoop one of them. That's a known fact.
Like he did
And two-
Hornacek.
And two, you said Nick Nurse got fired. Think about this. Nick Nurse lost DeMar DeRozan, Kawhi Leonard, Kyle Lowry,
Yeah.
and he still got fired.
Yeah. Won a chip in 19. Just won a chip.
Hey,
That's
Mike,
crazy, bro.
So here's the deal. Overall, I can make a case for all those coaches that got fired. They were not put in good situations to succeed on certain situations. Doc Rivers, you got two guys on there that are known not to show up in clutch playoff moments. Say what you want. Even your MVP this year, say what you want. They don't close. All right. Budenhauser, you were stuck with just Giannis. I don't care what you say. Your supporting cast is Drew Holiday, the most inconsistent offensive player, great defensively, can assist, can facilitate, but damn it, he'll give you 51 one night and give you 6 the next night. All right.
Yikes.
All right. Chris Middleton, same thing, inconsistent. Don't know what you're going to get. All right. Monty Williams, he has nothing but Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. As great as they are, you can't beat solid teams like the Denver Nuggets with just two guys and expecting them to play 40 plus crazy minutes and always score 40 plus every night. That's impossible to think they're going to do that. All right. All right. And then, like you said with Nick Nurse, he's lost Kawhi, lost Kyle Lowry, lost somebody else, DeMar DeRozan. It don't matter. You losing key players. But I want you to win.
Crazy, man.
It's crazy.
It's the owners, the GMs. They need
Adam Silver, man. He's creating this culture.
Yeah, man. It's nuts. It's nuts. But although there are coaches getting fired, there are some players who are getting celebrated because they're making first team All NBA or making All NBA lists, which is important because it does matter when it comes to the money. So, first, All Team NBA, you got Giannis, Luka, Joel Embiid, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and you got Jason Tatum as your first team All NBA. Double J, jump in here. You got any beefs with the first team? Anybody you will swap out or the joint straight? What you think?
All them players you named got something in common, except for one. They all made the playoffs except for Luka.
I knew you would go.
Luka. Now, granted, I get it. Luka, he almost averaged a triple-double and things of that nature. I got that. I'm cool with that. That's nice. Congratulations. But they imploded at the end of the season. Me personally, I feel like De'Aaron Fox should have replaced Luka.
Hold on, Jay. They didn't implode at the end of the season. They quit.
Well, okay, even better. I like that word even better. I mean, yeah, they just gave up, and then he was crying about it. So I think De'Aaron Fox, he led the highest. The Kings were like the highest offensive team. They led the league in the highest offensive efficiency. They were fourth in assists, seventh in threes, and he led his team to be the third best team in the West. He averaged 25, I think 25 and 6. And I know, the NBA is more offensive league and things like that, but I mean, De'Aaron Fox, I feel like he should have been up there instead of Luka. I feel like Dame, I don't think he should have made it. I think Jalen Brunson should have made it instead of Dame Lillard. So that's just me, and that's what I would change about it. Everything else I think is pretty decent.
Yeah,
I don't have no gripes with.
I'm with you on that. G Money, jump in here. Like the list, hate the list. What's up? How you feeling?
I mean, no matter what list comes out, we're not gonna always like it to the T. That's a fact. That's who we are as people. We always got to complain about something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm a Luka guy. He's definitely he should have made it for sure. Does it have to be first team? Maybe not. But stat wise, and you know what? After Embiid gets out of the playoffs, man, put Joker on first team now. Fuck that. Hey, especially with the with the stats, that's his stats are ridiculous. We got to be honest about that. His stats are ridiculous, just like Luka's stats are ridiculous.
Yeah.
But some of the snubs, that people talk about and not happy about, Devin Booker, AD, they're complaining about because AD did carry the Lakers for a while there to
like the
we
last
got in the
month,
playing
man.
game because
Yeah.
of him, most likely, because they were pretty far out of it. Let's be honest. Kevin Durant, I can't see him as a snub as much because he wasn't in the season as much altogether, so he's flip-flop teams, so it's tough to do that, but he's gonna get a snub. That's Kevin Durant. That's the old shell of himself, as Mike tells us. Ja, I mean, he's not gonna be all NBA for a while, I don't think anymore. That's coming up later. And Anthony Edwards, another snub, and hey, ice cold Trae Young, he leads the league in assists pretty much. So there's always some type of snubs, but hey, I ain't too mad at the list. I don't know who I would take off exactly, but it's and like Jimmy Butler's second team. Hey, Jimmy Butler's number one team in the playoffs, but regular season, I mean, he didn't have the greatest season as Jimmy Butler standards go. I would say he's had better seasons in the past.
Yes,
but he's got his team to the playoffs too at the same time. So
it's Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah. Hey,
Eastern
like I said,
Conference
hey,
Finals.
playoff team. He's first team, no doubt about it.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
And Julius Randle could be kicked off third team too.
Hey. I can't believe he made any list.
Yeah.
Mike T, jump in here, man. You like the list, hate the list. What's up? How you feeling about it?
I'll just be brief. I don't really have any qualms with the list. Like G Money said, people just complain nowadays to complain. I do kind of agree with both my counterparts with certain people that should be on the list, but I'm not. I mean, it wasn't egregious enough for me to complain about. I do think that the Dame one was kind of weird. But other than that, like I said, I don't really have a problem with it. It also gives players money, so kind of like it's hypocritical for me because I'm saying like the players league and all that good stuff and this, that, and the third, and it's kind of messing things up. But at the same time, I'm always open to the players getting paid, so it helps them do that. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Get paid, young man, get paid. Because I'm telling you, in such a ruthless business, whether it's football, baseball, basketball, any kind of professional sports, man, a franchise can get rid of you at any point in time.
Not in basketball.
Well, I mean, for the most part, they can get rid of you. That's why you got to make sure you got the leverage. You better get your no trade clause and you better get your bag. That's it. That's the only way you can have your leverage. But look, I'm probably the only change I would change. Look, Luka, I can't put you in there, man. I mean, I know you sell tickets, but let's be real, man. You can't snub D Fox. D Fox needs to be right there. That's probably the only one I would swap out. Obviously, being the MVP, I understand Embiid in there, but I agree with you though, G Money. The way that Jokic is kind of balling right now, and you sitting at home, Embiid, and you kind of the reason why you ain't advancing and playing right now.
It's just the way that he went out. I wouldn't even matter if he lost, but he lost and just looked like he ain't show up. Like that's what made it worse.
Mollywop game 7.
Tell me, have you seen him? No. It's game 7. Embiid come a missing. Trying to find him and Harden. Have you seen them? Hey, tell me, have you seen them? So look. So cats come up missing in this joint, and that's just what it is. Either you make the list or you don't, but it is what it is. But it's gonna be a guy who, the San Antonio Spurs won the draft lottery, and this guy is a franchise-changing player. And might as well put his man's name in concrete, permanent ink, whatever. It's a done deal. We know what it is. Victor Wembanyama is headed down to San Antonio, Texas. Mike T, how you feel about the relationship of Victor? Oh, real quick, as we filming this, Denver takes a 2-0 lead over Lakers. 2-0 lead. It is now 2-0. The final score 108-103. So real quick, speak on it.
Who wants to push up best? Who wanted to push up best?
Nah, I
Hey, I learned with them push-up bets.
my
pick.
joint's still kind of tight from them 20, dog.
The show's not over, so I can change my pick.
My
pick is the Denver Lakers. I'm keeping my theme up for the West.
We'll come back to that game 2 finishing right now, but go ahead, Victor Wembanyama, Mike T.
I'm gonna be brief, man. Boy got to prove it to me.
Yeah.
Period. I seen Michael Jordan. I seen the short on YouTube today when Michael Jordan was like, the problem with the players nowadays, he said, with us, we had to earn it.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan had to prove he was the greatest basketball player. He didn't start getting the money really until his second stint with the Bulls.
Well, Jordan really didn't make no money from basketball. The majority of his money was endorsements.
Right. So they had to prove it. And Shawty got to prove it to me, man. I'm not saying he's going to be a bust. I don't know. I have no clue. He's going to a great organization, but he's going to have to prove it, man. Mm-hmm. He did say some of the right things. He said off jump, he want to win a ring.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're wild.
You just got to prove it. You just got to prove it, young man.
I hear you.
You know you about to do a whole lot of losing this first year. So
that's what I say. It's gonna be a minute in San Antonio, my boy.
Yeah.
Gonna be a minute. Jae Jones. Here, Victor Wembanyama.
I'm with Mike, man. Youngin, you gotta prove it. I see what he did overseas. You know what I'm saying? I did my scouting report on him. Offensively, he's got some moves in his bag. He defensively he's pretty good and things like that. However, of course he has a few weaknesses. His shot selections, although he makes the highlight shots, a lot of his shots are bad shot selections.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't see that because what we see is the good stuff. So he's got that. His passes, he telegraphs a lot of his passes where he gets a lot of turnovers. He gets more turnovers passing the ball than he does handling the basketball. So those
don't
things
pass it.
Hey, you better get a good shot. He can create space. I mean, he's what 7'5".
7'5".
7'5". Can handle the rock. So he's definitely talented. Like Mike said, he went to a good team. Popovich. I think Tim Duncan is on that coaching staff. He'll have him to, work with them and things like that. So he has had some injuries too. He suffered a stress fracture in his leg in 2020, broke a finger in 2021, and he suffered a muscle, some type of muscle injury that forced him to miss half of a season in 2022. So I know a lot of people put emphasis on his body type and his structure. So he's gonna have to. Can he sustain? How long can he sustain? I don't know how many games they play overseas, but 82 games over here. They
don't play no 82 games over here.
I ain't say it, but it's different. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see how he does. I'm interested to see what he can do. So I'll be watching. Much success, but hey, like Mike T said, you got to prove it, my boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. G Money, how you feeling about Victor being in San Antonio?
I mean, it's picture perfect, as they say, Hey, Tony Parker was his coach over there in France. He's from France. Tony Parker played for the Spurs. Greg Popovich coached Tony Parker. Spurs are known to have international players. Boris Diaw from France. So the French love the Spurs already. So this was like picture perfect for everybody in the end. Wembanyama, he loved going to the Spurs. So that's probably one of his first choice out of those top 3 teams, no doubt about it. So he's enjoying the moment, and he's been working for his whole life pretty much. He transferred teams to make sure his game developed the way he wanted to be for the NBA. He learned how to speak English because that's what ballers do. They speak English, he said. So he's been planning for this for a long time.
Shit.
Hey, this dude serious about it, dog.
Hey, that's what he said. He ain't lying, you know. Ball.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't
If
mad
you a
at him.
hooper, you speak English most likely.
Yeah.
So hey, shout out to us, you know, for hooping and balling and stuff. But with all these analysts and everybody, you know, this is the greatest talent that has ever came out. This is the most hyped up prospect to ever come out.
That's what they saying.
No. There's nobody has had the hype that LeBron James had. Let's be honest, point blank.
Yeah.
LeBron was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. You have celebrities, you have NBA players going to his game in high school.
Yeah.
Like you have NBA players that know about Victor. Don't get it twisted. They know about him. They've watched YouTube clips and stuff, but they're not going out of their way to go witness this guy play. So that type of hype, this is way too much for him right now. Like LeBron had the hype. He's proved himself too. Let's not get it twisted. LeBron backed it all up, and he's worth every bit of it. Can Wembanyama do it? We'll see. I mean, he has the skill set. He's a freak of an athlete. 7'3", I think it is. 7'6" wingspan.
He's 7'5".
7'5". On paper, one joint it says 7'3", but another one I heard 7'5" as well.
I saw that too, G.
And they say he's basically a lengthier KD with his shot. Shot selection might not be good, but that's why he has chose to be on the team he is on, where he can just take those shots. Like, it's been planned for him to just take those shots and get used to taking those shots, because that's what he's going to have to do in the NBA.
Yeah,
he's got handles too. He's a freak. He's a rim protector. He can touch the rim. You know, he's hands above the rim, pretty much blocking shots without jumping.
I don't know about that though.
We'll see. He's very lanky, so you know that's tough to be.
Yeah,
a big
rim protector. Today of Kenny Lofton dogging him.
Yeah, I saw that clip.
Yeah, I did too. I seen
that clip.
Did you see the one clip? He shot a 3-pointer, caught his rebound for a dunk putback.
Yes, I saw that.
That's some freaky shit.
But that's against the teams he was playing against that don't know how to box out and all that.
That's
stuff.
true. That's true.
He do that once in the NBA. Somebody's gonna punch him in the mouth.
Like, you ain't doing this again. No, sir. No, sir. And look, I agree with all you fellas. He does have the talent. The thing is, you know, as Double J had alluded to it, I am worried about his body, because when you look at that frame and being that tall and lanky, like, the first thing you're worried about is like, bro, this dude's gonna have knee problems, foot problems, some type of leg problems. You can't have those type of problems it'll sideline your career in basketball if you can't have knees to hold you up and feet that's going to stay healthy and any type of lower extremities. You keep having issues like that. But I wish the brother, well, success. You know, hey, if you're going to be that part of that next generation to take the wave of the NBA, then it's got to be two things you got to do: stay healthy, and you got to ball, and then you can be part of that conversation. But speaking of being available, this guy right here, maybe his mental ain't available. Is somewhere else? It's gone. I don't know what's going on, but I swear we just had this conversation probably a mere 2 months ago. G Money, John Morant, give me your thoughts when you saw the news, the video, and the suspension came down. But give me your thoughts, and what would you do if you are a GM of the Memphis Grizzlies? What would you do with John Morant right now?
I mean, you won't have the choice, because the NBA is going to do something for you right now. I don't see him playing for probably half the season. I feel like after this 8 game, I think it's definitely going to almost half the season suspension, probably like 36 game type thing. And I'm thinking somewhere in those numbers at the minimum, because I mean,
let me ask you this: pay or without pay?
Was it the 8 game was without pay, right?
I believe so. But say your theory of a half a season. Pay without pay.
I'd say it'd be without pay because if the 8 games were without pay, why wouldn't these next 30 something be without pay? Because I mean, stupid is as stupid does. Jesus, Ja. What the hell are you thinking, man? Like your boy even knew better with the camera. He had the camera. He was like, "Oh shit, what the God, Ja, what the fuck are you doing bringing this thing up in here, man? We just did this shit." Like, I'm trying to look out for you, bro. Like, what are you doing? We just having a good time, and you want to bring this fucking pistol out in this video right now? Like, come on, we just cranking out here. Let's go. It's like, yo, I watched also a video. Crips do Brick Baby or something, Brick Bixby or something like that. He was talking about Ja. He's like, look, Ja.
Signs.
Yeah, like you throwing up all these signs. You ain't never had it one of these days in your life. You want to come live this life? Everybody that lives this life wants your life. Don't get it twisted. Like we want that. We want your life, but you want to be doing what you doing as an NBA player, making all this money, but you want to come do what we do. You can't walk a day in these shoes type shit. So he told him, he's like, look, this is a personal invitation. And he said multiple times, Ja will never show up to this invitation. Ja will not show up to this meeting. And this is friendly terms. This is friendly. I'm being friendly. You know, he point blank said is like, hey, this scared. He need to be on scared straight type shit. That's what he needs to be on, because I don't know what the hell this man doing. But Ja, you might not be in the NBA much longer. You keep doing stupid shit like this. And there's always the other devil's advocate, other way to look at it. You know, everybody's allowed to own a gun and stuff like that. And man, I don't want to rant. I'm gonna be real long-winded here if I keep going. So if we come back to it, come back to me later. But I got some other stuff too.
All right, Mike T, jump in here, man.
Nah, go ahead, Jay.
All right, man.
You already know you gotta save me for last for this one.
So
hey, let me get another hit in before Mike get back on.
Bet that.
Look, man. I like Ja Morant. We all like Ja Morant. I even got an opportunity to meet Ja Morant. Cool young man. I just don't understand the decision making, my guy. It's sad. It's truly sad, man, that we're literally watching a young man in the process almost give his whole career up to do something that he's not about. Like, we talk about people faking, talk about even rappers, entertainers who be faking. You know, I listen to hip hop. I listen to trap music. I think we've all listened to hip hop. Ain't their song made me want to go grab a pistol, let alone while my man was on IG live, whatever. Ain't none of that made me want to do that, man. None of it. I ain't want to.
Hey, Jay, not the real one, but I can't cap some 05 G's. I was throwing up the hair. I was throwing up the hand pistols.
But you didn't go get a firearm and be on Black Planet or MySpace with the blicky on. You know what I'm saying? You just didn't do that. And I don't know what your pockets was like, but you wasn't getting 200 mil. I don't think.
I don't know. Oh no, I was in college, bro. I was oodles and noodles, baby, dog.
Yeah, so it's sad. It's unfortunate. I'm not gonna give up on Ja Morant. I'm hoping at some point in time it'll kick in. Some people learn the hard way. Some people learn once things are taken away from them that they realize how good they had it. And like G said, he didn't commit a crime about having a firearm, but if your job tells you that you can't do this, this, and this, and then you come back and do it after you just met with them, and then you came back, not only that, but then he came back with the apology that was allegedly the chat GP. Come on, Ja. Come on, Ja. Come on, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, you got a family, you got a little daughter, you know what I'm saying? Like, your sister, I think she just got accepted into a school. Like, come on, Ja, man. Like, come on, Ja, bro. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
Come on, man.
Well, I'm gonna keep it brief. Then we're gonna bring Mike T in. I knew I wanted to see if you was gonna say something if I called on you, but I was like, nah, he definitely gonna push it back. But nah, look, I'm not gonna bash on him too hard. I get it. we didn't make the smartest of choices at 23, but to play devil's advocate, we didn't have that platform at 23. We didn't have that type of money, didn't have those type of funds. And look, is either do you want this or you don't? That's where I'm at with y'all. Either you want it or you don't. If you don't want it and you want to pursue, throwing up the signs and gang coach your life, then go do it. Then go do it. If that's what you want, is either choose that or play ball. So that's where I'm at. G Money, you want to circle back in here?
Hey, like you said, he's young, dumb as they say or whatever. I was talking to my nephew and little stepson as well, and I was like, "Yo, y'all see what he did?" And they're like, "Yeah, but it's not that bad. Like it's just a gun." I'm like, "Yo, this is what the fuck is wrong." Like, yeah, it's just a gun. You're allowed to own a gun. Don't get it twisted. You're allowed to do that and stuff. But like we all just said.
You're not supposed to brandish shit. That's the point of it. You're not supposed to be brandishing showing guns.
You have millions and millions of people that look up to you, and that's where the problem lies. Like you might not want to be a role model. Okay, cool. But that's your job pretty much. When all these fans of yours look at you and they see you holding a gun, and what do you think all these other people want to do that want to be like Ja Morant gonna do? Hey, let's do this. Stupid is as stupid does. Monkey see, monkey do, as they say. Hey, it's not a good look. And at the same time, man, not to get political, but when white people see this, what the hell are they gonna say? It's not a good. It could all.
Depends on if it's an election year or not.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, Mike T ain't capping that. That does.
Yeah.
They play some part. They play some part in what type of story you want to tell. So.
If I'm T Morant, I'm jacking Ja Morant up. I'm whooping his ass in the household. And number two, Ja Morant.
Whole gear, Dad.
I don't care. I'm still whooping your ass because at this point, it ain't even about the NBA. Like you're endangering other people. Like young, they tell you once you pull a firearm, you're supposed to discharge it, let it loose. You're not supposed to just pull it out like that. Pause. Yeah. And last but not least. He's not the only 23-year-old player in the NBA making bread. So we got to stop using his age as an excuse. Ja is in Ja Morant's way. He's the only person that's stopping him. I'm done.
All right. Mike T, come on, man.
All right. So I can play devil's advocate to everybody, to everything that everybody said. I can play devil's advocate to defend Ja because they call me the Oracle around here. All right. I was one of the first people to see Steph. I was one of the first people to see Ja. The mid-major guys I be seeing, Jimmy Butler. I've known about these guys before. So I've been a Ja Morant fan from day one. Before he even got drafted, I was tuning. If you follow me on social media, you know that. I told y'all though. He didn't learn a goddamn thing.
Nope.
Because you slapped him on the wrist. What people, the biggest thing that none of us have said yet, that I'm about to say, and we should have got on Giannis's ass about this. This is the first generation of everyone gets a trophy. They don't know consequences. They don't know losses. Yes, Giannis, I know this is about Ja Morant, but see, you're an NBA player. So when I'm talking to Ja Morant, I'm talking to all y'all now. When you say you lose the season, everybody a failure? Yes, fool. Could the goal win? Ja, I think Hollywood Rant aired before this or right after this. So watch what I've really got to say to you because I'm directly going to talk to you. But what I will say right now on this platform, I made a post on Facebook, and a lot of people took it out of context. I'm not saying Ja Morant shouldn't get suspended. I'm with G. I honestly think G being light, 36. Shit. He lucky if he play a game next year for me, if it's up to me. He lucky if he play a game next year. If you look at Adam Silver's face when Adam Silver was talking about him, he embarrassed that man. He embarrassed him. He embarrassed the league. He embarrassed his damn self. So I'll be surprised if he play a game next year, to be honest with you. And I wouldn't be mad if they hit him with that. Now, what I was trying to say to people on Facebook, if you do follow us or follow me on Facebook, what I was trying to say is, us older adults, shut up. Shut up. Shut the hell up. Stop judging this kid. It's not making it better. We made fun of him the first time. And look what he's doing. He think we the ops.
I ain't never looked at it that way.
This kid is $200 million in the bank. And he think he got ops. Leave him alone. We didn't have to deal with this type of criticism when we were 23 years old. I'm not saying give him a pass. By no means. But God damn it, in this country, we sit up here and we fake about mental health one day, and then the next day we forget that it even exists because we just want to make jokes. There's something obviously wrong with the kid. Anyone that is $200 million up, that is walking around thinking they got ops, that's got carrying a gun and just has an obsession with being on IG Live with a gun, we're old enough to realize there's a serious problem with that kid's head. And as adults, that's what this country, a lot of times, and I'm going to bring race into it because it happens in all cultures, but I'm a black man. In our culture, we judge too damn quick instead of giving help. Somebody that knows that something, Steven Jackson, get off the goddamn internet, go get that boy a hug, man. Ron Artest, go get that boy a hug. Shaq, Chuck.
Yeah.
Go get a boy a hug. Stop judging.
While you hug and reach around, take it.
I mean, I'm not talking, and again, if you're wise enough to get what I'm saying, I will understand. I am not absolving Ja from any punishment or saying he doesn't deserve any criticism. However, we've gone to the point where the criticism is what's expected more than the punishment. And he's doing this because of the criticism. The boy literally think he got ops. Let's run down what he's done. Beat up a teenager in this house. Why are you playing hoops with a teenager in your house? Beat up, his mom was getting disrespected at the what you call it, at the finish line, at the mall. Yeah. Mom calls him up. He goes and does what a son is supposed to do. But somehow, some way, we mad at him.
Now, hold on, Mike. My only pushback is my mama grown enough to handle her own situation. She don't need a 23-year-old me to come handle this.
If a man is saying something disrespectful to my mother, I don't give a fuck how old she is. I'm going to handle that.
Oh, well, I feel you.
At the age that I'm at now, if I find out that somebody man is disrespecting my mother, I'm pulling up.
I'm not hating on that part. My only thing is that the moment that Josh shows up, it's not about the disrespect of his mother. It's about what happens, what Ja does in this situation. That's the only focus is going to turn to.
Yeah, but we're in a situation that we would have never known in our generation.
Yeah.
You would have never known that if I pulled up and whooped somebody for my mother.
Yeah. You're right.
So why are we judging a situation we don't even know what we're really like? I'm not saying don't judge the kid. I'm not saying we should not be bashing this kid because I'm literally going to bash the shit out of him on the Hollywood ring. What I'm saying is remember who the hell you are and remember what you were doing at that age, at that time. I can tell y'all, I think I told y'all, I'm not going to say it publicly, but what happened to me at 23 years old. So I'm not going to sit up here. Tupac and Biggie were killed at 24, 25 years old. That was our big thing for us. I'm not, you notice I haven't said one thing about him having a gun yet. I'm not mad that he got a gun. I'm mad, like Jay said, he's brandishing the gun. Mm-hmm. And he's waving it around he's welcoming people to come and do something to him. Ja, Brick Baby said, and Jay, I'm glad G Money said it. Brick Baby told you come holler at him. Not off no beef shit. Come see what they live. Mm-hmm. Everybody's blaming it on the music. Shut up. I listen to Bone Thugs and Harmony. Bone Thugs and Harmony told me, Ouija, are you with me? More murder, Red Rum. On 3 albums.
They
Then they say change the world. This is how the world works. This is why I'm saying leave Jae alone. Bone Thugs and Harmony with 3 albums. When they were selling the most records ever, they were telling the whole world, me killer, killing people. And they were the top selling group of all time. As soon as they said change the world, nobody liked them no more. We're hypocrites.
Yeah.
I still rock with them.
I know, me too. I'm still a Bone fan, but I'm just saying, in general, if you look at their numbers, when they started almost changing the world and God be with us and this, that, and the third, their album numbers went down. We're hypocrites in this world. We love to see people, what's the song? Hollywood Divorce. Or the Outkast, the whole world loves it when you in the news.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We love it when the only thing that's different with Jae is, and I'm done after this, when he's been successful on the court, everyone has been happy that he's been successful on the court.
Yeah.
No one really hates him. So that's what that's why I'm saying it has to be a mental thing. And 1 minute we like, oh, we can't get mad about mental because Ben Simmons, he's mental health. So we have to give him a pass. We got to give Markelle Fultz a pass. We got to give all these other players a pass. But as soon as Ja is doing something we can clearly see is mental health, we like, you know what? He's dumb as shit. He's a dummy. He's obviously on the internet because we see that he can't stay off the internet. So he see everything we're saying.
Yeah.
If you see this, comment, Ja. I dare you.
Well, man, we love you, Ja, man. We just want you to get the help that you need, man. We just want you to.
It's disappointment.
It's just disappointment.
Especially for me, it's just disappointment.
It's beyond disappointment for me.
Yeah, it's. We just want you to get the help that you need.
I'm currently not a fan. I'm done.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
I'm done.
Yeah,
North Grizzlies going down. Mike,
I would say this to bring some comic relief to this. Dylan Brooks is in his house going dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to release me, huh? I'm the problem. Okay.
And I can't come back under any circumstances.
All I was doing was this.
And poking bears, Paul.
I used to come to the show with less clothes on it. You can tell I ain't got no gun.
It was the perm for Dylan Brooks that had me gone, dog. It was a perm. That was oozing yellow boy confidence like a mug, dog. Anyway, hey, John, for real, we do we love your game, and obviously you're a human being. We understand you're human. You're gonna make mistakes. It's just disappointing because the mistakes that you're causing or that you're doing, you're self-inflicting your own self, and you're robbing yourself and you're robbing us as fans of seeing you on the court because there's going to be a suspension. They're gonna make sure you get the point this time, and they're gonna wait for you to show your actions instead of just your words for sure this time. That's for sure. So hey, take care of your business, fight the good fight, and come back, get back on the court as soon as you can. But speaking of fight the fight,
we got a retreat center over here in Maryland. Yo, holler at us, John. The Man Cave Sports Podcast Retreat Center. We deal with these kind of situations. I got you.
Hey, for real. And good thing that the NBA doesn't drug test for marijuana no more. So that's the only thing I could bring to the table is
that ain't marijuana. What he doing?
No. I got something to cool him, calm him down.
That might make it worse.
Anyway, that like a water.
That man need to be sober, bro. Period.
Yeah. But speaking of fight, man, we got a big time fight this weekend. You have Devin Haney will be taking on Vasily Lomachenko this Saturday. Ooh. You got undisputed lightweight champion, that's Devin Haney, and he will be facing a 3-time division world champion in Vasily Lomachenko. And so let's get your predictions on these fights, fellas. Obviously, I'm gonna say G for last because I know he definitely be in on his bag on boxing. So, Mike T, jump in here first. Give me your prediction, Haney Lomenchenko this Saturday.
Hey man, I might be up there with G with the boxing because I love boxing too. But I will say I got Devin winning.
Really?
Yeah, I do got Devin winning. I think he's going to. I like what he's been saying. He seems very focused. He seems like this is a fight that he has to win. I think he knows he has to win this fight. So I think he might go in there and shock some people.
Okay. Double J, holla at me. You going Lomachenko? You going Haney, man? How you going?
I'm going Devin. Devin, man. Devin, that dude, bruh. I like Devin, man. He's got that jab. He's got the reach advantage. He's got like 6 inches of reach over Lomenchenko. He just got to keep that jab. He's gonna jab because that's what Haney does. He loves that jab. So just follow that up with the 1-2 combo, man. I think he gets it done. I think it goes the distance. I think he wins, and then of course, we all looking forward to what's next. Shakur Stevenson is throwing some shots out there. Of course, Tank is in that same division. So that division is got a lot of up and coming star or a lot of star power in it. So we're all waiting to see what comes from this fight to see if we can get one of those big name fights again. But for this, I got Haney.
All right. The one and only G Money. Who you rocking with, Lomachenko or Devin Haney? What's that?
Hey, I definitely like everything Jay's talking about. Haney got that reach. Usually if it's a boxing match and you boxing, the reach is always going to get you that win. Pretty much, if you're using that jab correctly and you setting them up pretty good, that's the way to do it in boxing. So
he does it.
But I like Lomachenko, man. Like I like him. He's a southpaw. If he can entice, however, get him in there to throw some blows. Make it enticing. Come on, get Haney in there. Let's throw some blows. Let's get close. Let's let him blow out here. Let's let him ring. Throw them haymakers out. Let's have a fight. Let's have a fight. Fuck the boxing shit. Fuck the boxing. Let's just fucking throw hands. That's what I want to see. Hey, that's what I want to see.
I'm with
you. I'm gonna go Lomachenko. Is if he wins, it's got to be KO. If it goes the distance, it's definitely Haney, I think. So I go round 8. Round 8 knockout. Round 8 knockout.
Now I will say this: Devin Haney has been looking very impressive in his fights. Taking what was his name, George Kambosos Jr. His last 2 fights. And look, my thing is with Lomachenko. I know he's the older guy. He's 35. Haney's 29. So there's a huge difference in age, but Lomachenko, with the very impressive amateur boxing background that he has, and for the most part, he's been pretty much untouchable professionally. Obviously, Teofimo Lopez got him that one time on ESPN a couple of years ago, and he that came out of nowhere. That was a very surprising loss for Lomachenko. But I will say this: it hasn't really deterred his confidence, because he came back, beat Nakatani in a TKO, and got a couple unanimous decisions under his belt. So he pretty much took that one loss from Lopez and then followed up with 3 straight victories. So he's also coming in on a nice little winning clip too. So but hey, it's a good matchup. I don't want to say it's a mega fight. I think if Lomachenko was still undefeated and didn't lose to Lopez, this would definitely be a mega fight, but it is what it is. So, last topic before we hop off the bus, and since all my fellas are in the DMV, this is going to touch home to them. G Money and the Commanders are finalists. So, my man, give me your thoughts on Bye Snyders. Give me your
Damn
thoughts.
it, man. I wanted Snyder to keep burning the building down. It was going so good here in DC, Maryland area, where all these Commander fans were like, yeah, fuck the Cowboys, fuck the Cowboys. Well, your team sucks. Your owner sucks. Everybody in your organization sucks. You know, so I was loving every minute with the Dan Snyder running the show kind of thing. Not gonna lie. So this new owner coming in town. He's saying he might get the stadium back in RFK, possibly redoing that. So that I will say that would be tight because I mean that's the original stadium. You know, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I went there as a kid. You know, my parents was Redskins fans. Hey, I knew Redskins fans, so that's where I went to games. So that'd be cool. But at the same time, I mean, we'll see if the tides turn. I still don't have them winning. There's no way they're winning double-digit games this year. That's point blank. Let's just get that out the way right now. But hey, new ownership. See if things change out here.
I'm with you.
I hope not.
Double J. The Snyders is out of there. How you feeling, man?
About time. Piece of shit, man. Dan Snyder and them, man. It's good, man, and hopefully I'm not a Commanders fan, and I know G is a Cowboys fan, man, but it's nothing better than when the city is popping sports-wise, man. It's just something about it. You know, you love to be in the area, you know, even though it's not my team, but I'm happy that they got rid of them. The stadium is trash. We just seen it recently. Like it fell down when Jalen Hurts was like walking through the tunnel. We've seen like it's just a lot of stuff going on with it. But I think Josh Harris and his team is gonna. I think they're gonna bring some of that winning ways here. He's a co-owner of the Philadelphia 76ers. We just spoke about them, and he's a co-owner of the New Jersey Devils. So I think he's gonna bring some of those winning ways to Washington. It might not be right away, but that's the plan. Obviously, Magic Johnson is a part of this, of his group as well. He spoke with the governor of Maryland. We don't know about what. Obviously, the location is the big thing right now because you know, a lot of people want him back in DC. They still in Maryland. The lease doesn't end there, I think, to 2027. But Virginia is offering or could be offering the most funding money. I think 1.5 billion. I think they said it could possibly be.
I think that it got that's what the starting offer was, but I think they bumped down. It was like we only offer like 300 million now or some shit.
So it was 1 million, and then that was when they first did it, and then they bumped it down because they're waiting for Snyder to go back. They were waiting for Snyder to leave. So now that Snyder's out, they feel like it could possibly reach 1.5. It may not reach it, but they feel like it's a possibility. But it's exciting. As long as the team doesn't move to Virginia, I'm cool with it. But it's exciting, man, and it's about time, man. Like he was just a sword for the whole league. It just sucked that we're here, so we hear it like every week.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I know it must be nauseating to hear that all.
Yeah, it's like every week it's another case and more bullshit with Snyder.
Yeah.
So
now I'm with y'all. Hey, there's one less creepy old dude left in the NFL to worry about. There's a whole other gang of creepy old dudes.
Still one in Dallas.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said it.
I'm glad you said it. And it's funny because you're the Cowboys fan. Because I was gonna mention it, but I was like, but we know
gotta own it sometimes. You know, I don't condone none of it. I don't condone none of it. But I know it be happening.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, there's a gang of old creepy dudes you got to still work on getting them up out of there. Either Father Time get them or y'all find a way to get them out of there. But look, I hope that Harris takes this Commanders team and you know does wonders for it because it needs it. Obviously, it'd be a great story to have the Commanders back in, you know, good graces of being a good football team and not just the DC Defenders. So that'll be a good story for y'all in the area. And look, I'm looking at also this business wise. We got to remember that, you know, Magic Johnson is also very business savvy. So let's see what type of jolt to the economy for you guys over in that area does, because Magic Johnson's pretty smart when it comes to you know bringing in some money. So I think that helps you guys out economically wise as well. So, last and surely not least, to speak on this subject before we drop off on the final destination, Mike T, man, Commanders finally sold. What's happening?
Hey G, I got something for you.
Oh shit.
He's stripping.
Oh, views finna go up, baby. That's
he's coming back to the NFL. He's coming back to the NFL.
Hey, I like that jersey right there. That's my guy.
Deshaun T.
Hey, you got it on backwards, buddy.
Nah, hey, that's what he's supposed to do. That's the era we grew up in.
Yeah, G, talk your shit now. Listen, first of all, I got it on backwards because it says the old name on it, and I ain't about to get in trouble. I ain't getting canceled. So that's one. Two, I am
a Cardinals
so
jersey.
Huh?
Cardinals jersey.
Oh
I didn't say nothing when you were talking about your bum ass freaky owner. Your bum ass freaky owner. We got our freaky owner out of there. It's time for you to be some real men and stop putting money in that freaky old man pocket. We are back, baby. We are back. We are back. We are back. Listen, you mentioned Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson is no stranger to this area. If you know what he did back in the day with Capital Center Arena when he built the Magic Johnson Theater, that actually was the first Magic Johnson Theater in the United States here in Landover, Maryland. So he's no stranger to this area. That's a great pickup. Josh Harris, he's from Chevy Chase, Maryland. He's a hometown dude. Now, before people get hyped, Daniel Snyder's from Bethesda. So let's not just think automatically he's going to do it right. But let's hope that he does it right. It's looking up. I think the best place for them to go, the only place for them to go, is to go back to DC. The team has not really had any much success since they've been in DC. In fact, since they've been in Landover, they haven't been to a conference finals. They haven't been to, I don't even think they've been out the second. They've made it to the second round of the playoff. No, have they? They might have.
One time, RG3, they made it to the
second round.
No, they didn't. They lost the first round.
They lost to Minnesota, I thought.
They lost to the Seattle Seahawks, first round of the playoffs.
I think they might have had a bye though. Or
no, they did not. No, we had to win all of our games to get in. We beat y'all fools to get in. Yeah. So we won the division with him and Kirk Cousins both times. Kirk won the division, RG3 won the division, but we were in the wild card round and we lost both times. I remember it because that was kind of like similar to like the last time I was watching football, and I was a big time fan then. And I am back. I'm not watching every football game. I'm only watching Commanders and Lamar Jackson games. I'm not watching any freaky owners. I'm not watching Kansas City and Miami and fucking Germany. That's stupid. I am not watching the San Diego and the Raiders in Mexico. I'm not watching none of that. And I'm done.
Hey, that's how I know you ain't watching football. You still call him San Diego.
Hold on. Left hand up.
Hey, you think they'll change the name or keep the name?
They gotta wait at least 5 years.
Now you on mute. You muted yourself.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I muted myself?
Yeah. We couldn't even hear you, dog. All right, you good now.
I'm gonna say. No, they have to wait at least 5 years.
Oh, okay.
In the NFL, you can only make uniform changes, logo changes, and things of that nature. You have to wait 5 years from when you made the last change.
Yeah, because they got to circulate all that merchandise out.
Yeah, pretty much that's what it is.
That's a lot of merchandise you got to phase out.
On that last topic, though, does Jalen Rose do another interview with Ja Morant?
No.
No.
Because he interviewed him the same day that he talked to Adam Silver.
Mm-hmm. And nah, interviews are done. They not interviewing John no more.
Nah.
They're not doing that.
He got to get interviewed by freaking Soldier Boy.
No,
got to get interviewed
they're
by
gonna have to bring
NBA
in Gayle
YoungBoy.
King raggedy ass. They're gonna have to bring in.
Hey, we will interview you, Ja. We got you.
Yeah, come on here.
Come on.
D-Man Sports Podcast. I will interview you.
Send his
We
ass
got
to
you.
Utah.
Especially if you suspended all season, you ain't got nothing to do next year. Hey, come holler at us, man. We here every week.
Matter of fact, you could be the guest host every week, cuz.
Hey.
Send his ass to Utah.
Nah, he keep it
Taiwan.
up. He gonna be in Taiwan.
Taiwan. My man told y'all.
Dwight Howard recruiting.
Hey,
That's actually a good NBA team in their prime.
Yeah, it was. That's a hell of a team.
Bruh, he said, James Harden, you come on.
Yeah, he was lunching.
He said, Doc Rivers, we need a coach.
Yep. He said, I know Dwight been listening to the show, man. He just only person he left off, and that's because they ain't make the playoffs, was Zion.
Hey, bro. Yo, Dwight.
No, he left Zion out because he know he can't play.
Well, that too.
He's gonna be sitting to eat Rocket Street clothes. Come on, man. Anyway, man, that's the final destination, man. We about to hop off this bus right here called the Man Cave Sports Podcast. So one more time before we get up out of here, Mike T, man, tell the people where they can find you at, my guy.
Everybody loves Mike T on IG, Michael Turner on Facebook.
You dig? G Money, tell them where they can find you at, my guy.
Hey, still got that blue check, baby, on Twitter at G Money Caveman. Let's talk it. We get in it.
No doubt, no doubt. Double J, Jae Jones, tell the people where they can find you at, my guy.
Jae Jones on all social media platforms, IG, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. I want to send a shout out to the WNBA as well. Their season started. It's getting ready to start. First game is going to be, will it be yesterday, Friday? So shout out to them. WNBA, y'all need to get some more teams. Too many ladies who got cut.
BG back. There's all the people staying there. BG is back. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the opening game. So yeah.
I'm with it. And you know what it is. Find me, KC Wildcarma, on the Twitter, Wildcarma on the Facebook and the Instagram. And now that you can find us all individually, make sure you find us collectively, 613 Faye Productions over on the YouTube channel, 613 Faye Productions, where you can find anywhere where you find all your podcast needs, audio-wise. Tap in with the Facebook group, D Man Cave Sports Podcast over there. You know what it is, man. 613 Faye, everything. We got content for you all weekend. Friday, shout out to the ladies of Facts, Neek, Tay, Die, holla at them. All right, they dropping mad facts, and they funny, they hilarious, and they be making me hungry sometimes with the food they talking about. They be cooking when they be whipping up, man. I'm like, oh, let a bro get a plate, and then the chorus later on in Friday night, you got Hollywood Mike cranking it up with.
Hey, that was some good chords right there. That was some good chords right there.
With that cranked out go happy hour, Hollywood Mike T be getting the vibe. Said, hey, I ain't even gonna cap, man. The first weekend last week when I was unpacking, man, I put an entertainment system together, and I put a couch together, cranking out to the go happy hour. And hey, they still standing. So hey, I did my thing. And Mike and Hollywood Mike had the vibes popping that Friday night. I'm telling you. And then of course on Saturday, tap in. It's a full day of Man Cave Sports Podcast. Of course, the podcast is dropping. You got the first inaugural pilot episode of Hollywood Rant. And then, of course, you got episode 2 of that. Man, it's some old suckers with Double J, Jae Jones. And then, of course, you can't forget the 4 corners of wrestling, our brothers with them foes up and throw them quads down as they close out the full weekend of 613 Faye content within the 4 corners of wrestling. So, hey, we got a full grip of content for y'all all weekend. Just tap in. You know what it is. 613 Faye Productions on the YouTube. We always cooking something over here, so you need to hit that like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and it lets you know every time new content is getting dropped. Hey, the bus is finally stopped. We up out of here. Jae Jones, tell them what we doing right now, man.
Hey, we gotta shut the door on their ass. We holla at you.
Cheers.